Hey everyone, it is Devana, and I want to talk about hair in the workplace, at least my experience. So I've been working my first big girl job for about a little over a year, so like a year and a half, somewhere around there. And I was initially kind of nervous about it, honestly, because I am fully natural. And you hear stories, and I've read articles and see things on social media sometimes, about bad incidences, our hair is professional and things like that. And while I don't agree with any of that, I also realize that you kind of sometimes have to take the world as it is to survive. If I need a job, need a job. Doesn't mean I'm going to straighten my hair to get it, but, I've got to kind of balance out the two. So initially when I had my first interview, my hair was straightened, not because I straightened it for the interview. It was straightened for, I don't remember why, some other reason. Maybe that was like my yearly straighten time. And then I got the call that I had an interview, and I was like, dang, my hair is straight. But it had been straightened very recently, and I wanted to milk it for a minute, so I wasn't gonna put it back to its natural state just for the purpose of this interview. But I was kind of like, okay, they're gonna see me with straight hair, and that's kind of like giving them a false view of me. But I didn't worry about it. I went with the straight hair, did my thing. And then I had to go back for a second interview because there were two parts to it. And I was like, okay, for this second one, I'm definitely going natural. I'm definitely going to be natural. And I went as close to professionally natural as in my mind at that point I thought I could. I was like, I can't go straight afro. I don't usually anyway, but I was like, I'm not going to go straight afro. But I did do a twist out. And I have 4C hair, so twist out still means my hair is kind of big. And I realized that this not only varies from professional workplace to professional workplace or whatever, but also from person to person. As you know, I have 4C hair, so that means a twist out for me is going to be this way versus maybe someone with a softer curl or longer hair or heavier hair even, their twist out will be more this way. Which, meaning it'll be laying down, more towards their face versus afro-ish. And so that might be more accepted. Certain hair types would be more accepted, but we face that in every aspect of our lives, personal, even within the natural hair community. So just keep that in mind as well. Not to say that your natural texture is any less acceptable than any others, because that's not the fact, but that is not how everyone else thinks. And I got the job, clearly, because I've been there for 2 years, well, a year and a half. So that worked out for me. And every once in a while, I do something that is a little, risque. Could be, or maybe this is just my mind, just because I'm not as experienced in this. But I've done crochet braids, Senegalese twists, box braids, just about everything under the sun, because that's just what I do. And I go to work every day, and hair and work are both an equal part of my life. One is professional, one is personal. They're gonna go together, and they're just gonna have to deal with it. So that's my stance on it. But today I did something different. I have really been wanting to do wraps, and I have been doing these in college and stuff like that. You do what you want in college. There's no dress code per se. So I had no issues there, but I was kind of nervous about wearing one to work because it's not worn for religious purposes or anything, so I don't know if that was going to be an issue. Well, walked by my boss. She said, hey, got compliments all day from the leads, the supervisors, all that good stuff. So it was great. It was great. And I'm all about testing the limits. Maybe I shouldn't be, but I am. And so it was a really great experience. And so I'm going to continue to do more with that. But if anyone else has been having doubts about how to wear your hair at work, what's professional, what's not professional, I wouldn't recommend testing the limits everywhere. I work in a professional setting, but maybe we're not as strict on some things as some other companies are. So, you have to look out for your job, look out for your well-being. That's how you make your money. But at the same time, don't compromise you. You don't have to straighten your hair to go to work every day or to get a job. But maybe at the same time, you'll be a little more conservative with your styles at certain points, at least initially. until you find out the comfort level, what's acceptable, what's not, whether you agree with what should be accepted or what's not. It's still about the fact that, like I said, you have to take care of yourself. So I hope my experience is telling of what I'll experience in the future, but I'm not too positive about that. I'm still confident in who I am and what I do and my choice to be natural at all moments in every environment, every situation. But if anyone else has stories, thoughts, whatever, let me know.